that they pretty much say there was magic on other planets, but they've consumed all the magic in all the other planets in the universe, and all that's left is Earth.
Wow, that's some cosmic shit right there.
Yeah, and yeah, I've been liking it. It pretty much plays out like Doctor Who versus Harry Potter.
That is the most badass comparison of any two things combined ever.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. There's been a lot of characters that I've liked, and so far it's only been, 3 episodes in, and I've been enjoying it. So I recommend it if you were a Doctor Who fan, or if you're a fan of, fun, if you're looking for something fun. That's the key word you have to look at when you go into this.
It seems like just a blast. See, I'm gonna get into Doctor Who, and but it's really like this just seems to capture my imagination more. But I'm gonna definitely start checking it out. But you recommended something to me, and now I should recommend something to you. I think we already discussed Skullduggery Pleasant in that 2-part video where I mistook you for a black man. But here's another book series that I've been another book series from the pantheon of my young adult literature of youth, this yada yada yada. But the thing is, there's this book series called Monster Blood Tattoo by C.M. Cornish, and it's basically this, not exactly a steampunk book, but it's a biopunk book, and it's basically take Oliver Twist, add in this huge, incredibly detailed world and monsters, and mix it all up in a badass, Charles Dickens soup, and then you will get Monster Blood Tattoo.
That sounds amazing.
It is. Like the first book, it starts out. It's pretty good. It's not a. There are some really interesting action parts to it, but the thing is, if you really like world building, the world building in this book, it's not overwhelming like the Lord of the Rings. It's just, but it does touch the ceiling a little bit. But it just, for me, I'm a big detail guy and a big world building guy, and the world that this man creates is so incredibly detailed, and it's so realistic in its portrayal of its characters and the world it creates. But when the violence and the action does come, it is flashy, but not too flashy. It has this combination of just real world violence, but what real world violence would look like if you introduced fanciful elements to it. I mean, there are these people called Fulgars, people who go off into far-off lands and let butchers and secret surgeons cut into their bodies and take the organs of harvested organs of other monsters and integrate it into their systems. And basically, you have people who can use electricity because they have the organs of a certain bogle or knicker. Those are what the monsters are called, bogles and knickers.
So it's kind of like the game BioShock.
Well, not really. It's kind of set in the early 18th century, around that era, which I really love. But it's really looking at the underclass of it. It doesn't focus on the posh, oh, I'm at the manor house, I'm gonna drink tea, and focus on my shitty, stupid relationships. No, this is the underclass. This is how the little guy works and functions in this world. Because basically, it also has this really interesting frontier-like spirit to it, because the country that they inhabit, it's very, obviously it's England, or England-like, moniker, but they haven't really fully, the people haven't really fully taken it over, because the bogles and the knickers, the monsters of this book, are haunting the forests, and so there's ever-present war against the natural forces of the bogles and the knickers and the kingdoms of man. So it's not like this huge epic war. It's just resistance.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but one of the other the Vogels, and what's the other name of the other one?
Knickers.
Knickers. Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought you said something completely different. I'm sorry.
Oh yes, that's right. Knickers. It's basically I think it's the knickers and bogles are what people from Ireland or Scotland call monsters and bogles. It's like bogeyman, It's basically like where was I? It's these monsters basically that live in the woods, and they encroach on society, and it's basically that's what the whole world that everyone builds their walls incredibly high. The chemistry for repellents and potives to get these monsters away from your property are very there are people who make these and they're called skulls, and they're basically chemists for hire that make poisons to get these monsters away, and basically the Fulgars are the people who get there get like body part different organs from different creatures put into their bodies, and some can create lightning, and the others they can basically shoot like they're like not exactly like telekinesis, but they can basically fry your brain with just their thoughts. Those people are called wits. It's just this incredibly detailed world, and the violence is there's not a lot of violence in it, but it's mostly a character building thing. And when the violence does come, it affects all the characters like real violence does. And the thing is, it's a kid's book. Well, it's an all ages book, really. I don't want to like kids book is not a demeaning moniker, but this is really an all ages book. But I just finished reading the first one. Like actually, funny enough, this was the very first audiobook I ever bought and listened to all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm currently listening to the second book too, which I re-listening to it, and it's basically it starts out with a bang. There's a lot more action in this book, in the book two. The first one is a little bit slow, but in a good way. The second one, it's action packed, and it still has the world building of the first one, and it gives you a lot of time to breathe. But I can't recommend these books enough. The first one is called Monster Bladder 2 Foundling, and the next one is called Lamplighter. The third book is already out, but I haven't read that one. So yeah.
All right, that's cool. That actually sounds really cool, man. I want to check it out. This and Skullduggery, yeah.
Yeah. Also, sorry, I kept talking like an old lady. You were saying?
Oh no, but yeah. So. Weird question, Milan. What animes have you seen?
I'm currently watching Black Lagoon.
Oh, I love that anime. How far have you gotten?
I'm up to basically. I just finished watching the episode with the whatchamacallit? With the Colombian maid.
Yes, the Roberta story.
Yeah, I'm one more episode past that, but yeah, it's just a great show. It's basically if you take Tarantino and basically what if Tarantino made an anime?
Yeah, this would be it. There's some great. It's just not only a cool shoot 'em up anime. It's just also has some great dialogue in here.
Oh yeah, it's just some really like gut wrenchingly sad moments. Like that part in the Nazi submarine where basically they're stuck underwater and they're marooned there and they're all gonna die from lack of oxygen. And how basically the captain, he's not really a Nazi sympathizer. He's just German that happened to be embroiled in the war, and there's a Nazi officer on board with him, and he's holding this painting that was allegedly drawn by Hitler, and the captain's just so calm. He's like, he has a picture of his wife, and he goes to see the Nazi officer, and the Nazi officer's like railing of like, oh my God, like the Third Reich will rise again. This painting is the key to it, and the captain is just in the. He knows he's gonna die, and he's so calm, and he's like, you fucking bastards, like, even in the face of death, you won't fucking stop. And he just says some shit to the Nazi officer, just, destroys his worldview, and the Nazi officer just freaks out and shoots the captain, and the captain's like all calm through the whole thing, and it's just, the crew comes in, it's so fucking sad.
Yeah, and then the crew comes in, and they're like, fuck you, because like they worship this commander. You can see it in that first scene, and when he gets killed, they lose their shit.
Oh, totally. They shoot the fuck out of the Nazi officer.
Yeah. And then it kind of gets like later on in that episode when Revy and Rock are just talking about, you know, why Rock basically asks Revy, you know, why the way you are, and she tells him that, and not only that, but also, you know, when you die, you just fucking die. You know, there is no like if I remember, like I'm paraphrasing here, there's no Sky Man waiting for you.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a very what's the right word? Yeah, it's just she's very blunt and cutthroat, that Revy. She is.
Yeah. This has always been a fun anime for me. It's one of my favorites, and it doesn't get enough love.
Oh no! This anime is like criminally overlooked. I mean, if all of you out there, go buy it, go stream it, go watch it, man. This is some badass shit right here.
Yeah, and the third season has now been dubbed, and it's out, called Roberta's Bloody Trail. And Milan, if you thought Roberta was an animal before, you just wait till you see that third season.
Oh my god, I don't spoil anything for me.
She bites a machete in half.
That is the most badass thing I've ever said by another human being.
And she punches a guy so hard his head explodes.
Of course it does.
Well, like, and the thing is, she's not superhuman at all. She's just the perfect killing machine.
Yes, she's Colombian.
But the whole thing is that these are just some really it's a crime-ridden city, and it's just this it is a city of broken people.
Yeah, it's this fictional Thai city, like this tiny Thai island, you know, in Thailand, and I think it's
Indonesia, actually.
It's the dregs.
Yeah, it's pretty much Sin City in the southeast world.
Totally. That's another thing. I love the whole New York gritty thing with Sin City, but I love it when you get the Eastern perspective on crime, or on this type of, you know, trope. I mean, it's just the place looks beautiful. I mean, the water is blue. There's a lot of wildlife, but it seems like it's like, what would happen? How would things go down in a lawless society in modern times? It's just really good.
Yeah. It's kind of funny too, because like I've actually read some fan fiction. Like there was this really good one, and sorry to go on a tangent here, but there was this really good one with a crossover with Batman. And I'm like, this makes so much sense. I could actually see this.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much Hotel Moscow trying to get a hold in Gotham, and they get the Penguin's help.
Ooh, you're gonna link me to this fucking thing. I might actually. I know this sounds fucking interesting.
Yeah, it is really good. Like it does have like Poison Ivy, and there's an interesting scene with the Joker and Balalaika. Like the Joker is creepy in here.
Balalaika is a badass, man. She's the Russian the head of the Russian mob in the city.
Yeah, and she's former Spetsnaz.
Oh, totally. And the one thing, like, the lady who, like, the drawing of Balalaika, like, the animation of her, like, and the way she, like, the actress, she sounds Russian. Like, she's obviously not Russian, but she can't, when she does speak Russian, it's a little bit off, like, you know, she's not fully Russian because I'm Russian. But when she does speak it, you can imagine, if me being a Russian speaker, you can tell this woman, she's channeling as much Russianness as she can, and it works. She's just like the most ice cold, but at the same time perfect. She's a badass. She's the quintessential Russian mom.
Yeah, and it's also like the whole group of Hotel Moscow. They're all former Spetsnaz, and they even say in the show these guys could survive World War III.
No, they could start and win World War III.
Yeah, and that says something, and that's a scary thought. When someone like that, when I was reading this story, is like someone like Hotel Moscow coming in to try to take a hold in Gotham, a place that's pretty much like Roanapur, the city they live in. But the difference is that it's full of, you know, all these freaks.
Yeah, supervillains.
Yeah. And we have Batman there as the main vigilante, and you've got actual law there. So it's kind of a nice little